Hey there, my wonderful friend. I have something special for you today. It's all about lost dreams and goal setting. This is episode 25.
Welcome to the Design a Business You Love podcast, where we explore work anywhere strategies for artists, authors, and entrepreneurs. Here's your host, Kimberly Design Love.
I wrote down that I was going to talk about the topic of lost dreams and goal setting in my notebook planner for this podcast. And then this morning, I realized that I hadn't written down any notes about what I had in mind for the podcast when the idea originally came to me. So I checked my Evernote for where I may have jotted down some thoughts, and I didn't find what I was looking for. Instead, I found another note about how walking can help us remember and reach our dreams, which that would probably be a really great topic for another podcast. But I know that what I really wanted to share today was on lost dreams. So I took my own advice. I went for a walk to try to remember. So I'm out walking and I'm thinking and thinking. Picture Pooh Bear tapping his head. Think, think, think. So as I walked, I waved at neighbors and I enjoyed the sunshine and I enjoyed the beautiful views. And then I remembered. I stopped on the sidewalk and I looked around and I said, this was my lost dream. Where I am standing right now, right here, this was my dream that I had years ago. Years ago, I had a dream goal of living near the beach and going on morning walks and feeling safe in my neighborhood. And when I say years ago, I mean when I first moved to Florida, I envisioned living near the beach. And for a variety of reasons, I ended up in the middle of Florida, about an hour and a half to the beach on either side of the state. So if I wanted to go to Cocoa Beach, it was about an hour and a half. If I wanted to go over to the beaches by Tampa, St. Pete, it would have been about an hour and a half. So we went to the beach on a regular basis, but it wasn't quite the same. Now, you've probably heard me talk about goal setting before. And I've been a goal setter since my college days when I got my hands on my first Franklin Covey planner. And I've read countless books and attended several programs on goal setting. And there was one that used to really bug me. It said something like, stop dragging your old dreams into the future. And I remember thinking, give up on my dreams? No way. So I gave up on his program. So I kept that dream of moving towards the beach in mind for years. But all I could see were the obstacles blocking us from moving over by the beach. And I began thinking, well, maybe someday we can retire over by the beach. In 2020, the pandemic happened. The world shut down. Here in Florida, businesses had to shut down. People were arguing about wearing masks. It was a scary time. Back in 2020, the pandemic happened. The world shut down. Here in Florida, businesses had to shut down. People were arguing about wearing masks or not wearing masks. It was a very scary time. So my daughter's high school moved online. My partner's work moved online. My work was already online. And suddenly, all the obstacles to staying in the middle of Florida had melted away. So I began shifting my thinking about my dream goal of moving to the beach. Interesting serendipities and little coincidences happened. And within a year, we were in our new house close to the beach. My point is, don't give up on your dream goals. Some goals take longer than others to reach. but you can do it. So before we wrap up, I am thrilled to share a project that is close to my heart. I have created a new planner. It's called The Dreamer's Guide to Goal Setting. And my aim is to help you reach your dream goals. In this planner, I share the steps to reaching dream goals. You can find the planner over at kimberlyloves.me/goals. Your feedback is priceless to me. So if you want to share your thoughts, or if you see a mistake that I've made, or if you want to know something more about goal setting, I will include a reply button where we can chat further. So let's tie this all together. Sometimes our dreams are closer than we think. As we talk about lost dreams, take a moment to appreciate what you've already achieved and look around at the obstacles that seem to be standing in your way. And you might find, like me, that those obstacles are melting away. Celebrate your dreams as they become a reality, and remember, your journey is a beautiful work of art in progress.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode of the Design a Business You Love podcast. If you enjoyed listening, please click the subscribe or follow button on your favorite podcast player. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep creating, and keep designing a business that you love.